episode of Tool Tuesday. This Tuesday, I want to discuss my workbench and then we'll get a tool cleaned up. So to start off, this is my workbench that I built a couple years ago. I didn't make a video on it, but at any rate, I built it a couple years ago specifically for blacksmithing. I just started getting into blacksmithing and I wanted some place to put the tools that I had collected related to that, and I specifically wanted to use it just for blacksmithing. It has since turned into a display for all of my vintage tools. These are not the extent of the tools that I have, but it is the biggest variety of tools, and they are the ones in my collection that were the most usable or closest to usable, that needed the least amount of work to get them into working order. So recently I've been getting into woodworking, and I've decided to, on the right side of the bench here, to use that part to display my woodworking tools. This is where last week's Tool Tuesday ties into this video. In last week's video, I made the purchases at the antique flea market, and the block plane and the spokeshave are kind of the last tools that I want to put on here. They'll go in that little space right there in the middle, and that'll kind of round out my little woodworking tool set. The only other thing I would like to do would be replace those wood chisels. Those are modern wood chisels, and I wanted something that would kind of look vintage to go on my set here. It's going to take me a little while to piece together some wood chisels, but until then, those will do. To round out my collection, I do have, they just ended up on this side because here's my saws in here behind my apron. I'd already had this built and had the drill press mounted on that side, and I'm not going to move them around or anything like that. It'll leave big holes in the side of the post there. So that's what we're going to work on today. We're going to take the spokeshave and get him cleaned up and get him mounted there on that side. Enough talking, here we go.